This is my match footage from the 2022 Chesapeake Cup. We shot the match on Thursday afternoon after stage setup. We started on stage 5. Guns started in the car, magazines in the car. Everything gets 2. You can reload from the car or you can take your reloads with you. Now, because we shot the match on Thursday, I was anticipating shooting it on Friday. I did not get a chance to clean my gun, so it is filthy dirty, probably not lubed very well, and it's relatively cold. It's not freezing, but it's bitter. So I had a couple of cycling issues throughout the match.
Slide forward, hammer down, holster.
For this stage, everything gets 2. There's targets to the left, targets to the right, and the little neoprene poppers get 1 shot each, of course, to go down. That miss cost me time, cost me a reload before I was ready. Come center stage, you've got targets on the left and right that are considered in the open. And then you come down to the end, pop the window down, and then pick the left side or the right side. Point of note, it is never a good idea to push a prop open with the muzzle of your gun.
Hammer down and holster.
For this stage, everything gets 2. First 2 targets start in the open. Then you move to the window, shoot from cover, 2 more targets. And then you will come to the edge here, shoot from cover, activate these 2 movers. I did very well on that target, and usually I suck at it. And again, induce a malfunction. Slide didn't lock open. Probably my thumb was getting in the way.
46.
You're clear. Slide forward, hammer down, holster.
This is a very straightforward standard stage. You're standing in a box, 3 foot by 3 foot. 8 targets, 8 rounds, limited, strong hand only. Reload and re-engage the 8 targets, weak hand only.
Whoa. And finish on those show clear, slide forward, pull the trigger, and holster.
This is the chronograph stage, and it requires a bit of explanation. Greg and I run chronograph and gun inspections for a lot of the tier 3 and tier 4 matches in our area. So we're old hands at the traditional way of doing chronograph. We wanted to see if there was a way using the lab radar to turn chrono into a scoreable stage. So the stage is 3 1-round strings of fire, so 3 buzzers, 3 times. If the lab radar picks up the bullet velocity, that is recorded separately. And if we get 2 of the 3 bullets to pass, the shooter passes chronograph. If the shooter doesn't pass chronograph, then we revert back to the standard chronographing procedure. Greg and I have been experimenting with this process for a while now. This is the first time we've used it at an actual match as a scoreable stage. The most difficult aspect of this is setting up the shooter in the proper position so that they're close enough to the lab radar for the lab radar to trigger.
Time 2, 7, 8, 6.
Okay, pass.
All right, I'm going to shoot in between the 2 trees. I'm going to shoot to the right of the target.
Ready? Send it. 831. Good.
You need
Pass.
one more?
It's up to you.
We have two?
Huh?
We have two that pass?
Yeah.
We're good.
Go ahead, unload, show clear. Clear, slide forward, pull the trigger, and holster.
My SIG GSR is the original 1911 SIG,
Yeah!
but it is the most accurate gun I own.
Very nice.
For this stage, shooter starts on the left side of the stage, standing in a 3x3 box. Each target gets 2 hits, then the shooter moves to the right side of the stage, and as they move through this area, they activate a laser, or triple laser, which activates that out and back. That's the stage.
Unload, show clear. 1982. Good year. Slide forward, aim the berm, hammer down, and holster.
Are you ready?
This stage is pretty straightforward. All paper gets 2. Steel must fall. But the only tricky thing is the left hand, I shouldn't say left hand, the left fault line shots on the left side of the stage are particularly tight. So in order to get a good shot at the targets, you have to be back away from the barricades or the walls.
Hit finish, unload, and show me clear. Clear. Time 2768. Go ahead and pull the trigger and holster. Are you ready?
For this stage, shooter can go from left to right or right to left. The 3 targets here with the t-shirts are in the open. Everything gets 2. Move to the center of the stage, activate the drop turner, move to the other side of the stage, engage the other 3 targets.
Horrible stage.
Hit finish, unload, show clear. Clear, slide forward, pull the trigger, and holster.
For this stage, all paper gets 2.
Stand by.
As you backpedal up range, there's a switch that you have to activate the out and back, and it also releases that swinger over on the right. Move to the last shooting position, take low cover, and engage the 4 targets. Original stage description was we were to go prone, but Mike took pity on us because it was all wet and soggy.
Slide forward, hammer down, holster.
Again, everything gets 2. Start engaging this target in the open. Move to the first position of cover. Engage these 3 targets in tactical priority. Move down range, and you'll have 2 separate surprise targets. Come to the next shooting position, engage the steel and the drop turner, or the double turner, it's not a drop turner. Come over here and engage these 2 steel in the open.
Damn. It finished. Unload, show clear. Slide forward, aim the berm, hammer down, and holster.
This is my last stage of the day. All paper gets 2, steel must fall. To my left is a laser that will activate the aggravating target. You'll see it in a second. The wall prop is considered a visual barrier. So you engage that guy in the open. And this is my 1 hit on a non-threat for the day. Now, I should have put a 3rd round into that target, reloaded on the move, but I was tired and I forgot.
This shooter's finished. You are.
That was horrible.
You're clear. Slide forward, hammer down, holster.
Considering I shoot CDP once or twice a year, I'm happy where I placed. Match was good. Weather was okay. It was the Chesapeake Cup. See you in the future for more match coverage.